Hi guys, it's Ellen and today I have a new scrapbook layout to share with you. So in this video I'm using Pink Fresh Studio, my favourite story collection. And you would have seen I was just flipping through to pick a paper that I wanted to work with. I wasn't really sure at this point what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to do mixed media. So I knew I wanted a pattern paper that wasn't over the top. I needed something not too busy because I was going to do mixed media on half the page. So I chose this yellow zigzag paper and this was perfect for what I wanted. So I've ripped that down the diagonal and yeah, my plan is to do mixed media coming out from under the pattern paper. So I'm starting off with my A4 white card here, and I've just added some white gesso over the page because I know I'm going to be working with liquids. And then I've taken a stencil. I'm not really sure what to call this stencil. It looks sort of like tiles to me, I guess. And I've added some texture paste through that stencil all along where the torn edge will be of the pattern paper. So then it comes to the mixed media. Once that's all dry, I started adding colour to this. So originally I was going for a minty green colour, so that is not normally a colour I would use whatsoever, but in this collection there's a lot of a minty bluey green, and because I don't do it very often I thought I would start with something along those lines. So I go through so many different layers of this on so many different layers of colour on this page, but eventually I'm really happy with how it ends up. So I started with two distress inks. I used Mode Lawn, which is the green, and Salty Ocean, which is the blue, and I smushed that onto some packaging and added some water, and then tried to smush that onto the page, but I wasn't thinking, and the packaging technique doesn't really work when there's lots of texture. So I went back in with a paintbrush, and when I mopped it up with my paper towel, it all went away again. So that wasn't really working. So then I decided instead to work with my Lindy's Magical, and the green I used was Lederhosen Laurel, and the blue I used was Time Travel Teal, and I added lots of layers of these, lots of different mixtures, put those down on the page, added water, splatters, all of my usual things that I would do. I then partway through went back to the distress inks and used them again, and then they worked a lot better. I think because there was a base colour on there, also I didn't mop it up straight away with my towel, and yeah, it just worked a lot better. So here it is all dry. It took many hours for me to get to this point, but I really like how it ends up, so I don't mind. And I'm ready to stick that yellow pattern paper back on top, but I wanted to add something. So I've just taken some white tissue paper and added ruffles all along the torn edge of that paper, and yeah, I just used double-sided tape and ruffle up a thin strip of the tissue paper, and then yeah, added that down. I'll go to my sewing machine and sew all around that and around the entire yellow piece as well. I also took my photo, so this is an Oscar photo, and I backed that with white tissue paper as well. I don't know what it is about Pink Fresh Studio collections, but I don't know, I like using white tissue paper with them. They always seem a bit more soft, a bit more subtle. So yeah, I just like the look of white tissue paper on anything Pink Fresh Studio. So yeah, I've then gone to my photo. I wanted to add some dimension at the top and stick the bottom flat because I knew I was going to layer the title over the bottom part. So I've just used some thick foam tape just at the back of my photo. I've then taken the puffy title pieces from this collection, and I've just gone with Love You More. I could have used really anything that was on the sheet, but I mainly went with this because of the yellow, so I thought that worked best. And then I added a small blue sticker at the bottom, also a puffy sticker, and that just says "One Day at a Time." I just felt like it grounded the title, the more part of the title, because it was kind of just floating there. I then sewed through the title as well, just to make sure that it sticks down. These are really hard to stick down, otherwise they're so thin, so adding glue on the back can be a bit of a pain, and they are sticky, but I just worry about them pinging off in time. So yeah, I've just sewn through them, and then I know that they're not going to go anywhere. I'm then taken one of the frames, and it's a dark blue frame, and I've just cut it diagonally and added part of that to the top left of my photo, so it ties in that blue that I've got at the bottom with the phrase sticker. And then I've opened up the floral die cuts, and I've gone crazy with them. So you get so many, which I'm really pleased at, because I love Pink Fresh Studio florals. They are gorgeous, and I know I wanted to add a lot to this page, and I didn't want to worry about using too many and not having any left. So I was really happy because you get tons in this pack, absolutely loads. So I've been quite careful of choosing my colours. I've used a lot of just the black and white ones, because I've got a black and white photo. I knew that would work. I also wanted to get a little bit of the minty colour in there from the leaves. So some of the leaf ones have the minty bluey green colour. I also wanted to make sure I got some of the yellow and some of the dark blue as well, but I didn't really want any pink. So the only pink I actually end up with is just the centre of one of the flowers, which I'm not too bothered about, that's fine. But other than that, I didn't really want any pink, because this is supposed to be yellow and green and blue, and I just thought adding pink in as well would just be too much. So yeah, once I've got all of those stuck down, some I've stuck flat and some I've stuck with foam as well, just to add varying dimension on the page. Once I've done that, I'm going through the other die cuts and seeing if there's anything I want to use. I don't think I actually use any die cuts, but I do use 2 of the chipboard circles, again just in colours that I've already got on the page, so I know they'll go. And I also at the end stuck on a black puffy heart that just says "this" as well, and then I've added black splatters with some watered down black acrylic paint, and that's my page all finished. So this was relatively simple once the mixed media was done. So I hope you enjoyed this page, and as always, thank you very much for being here. Bye guys.